can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
This is Dev B Music.
But they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense to really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tricky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it. Watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Throwing up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'm saying. Got a new Prestos and a J's in a way. Got a new Chris Foss, but it don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Or this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like
EA Sports coverage of the NFL play. Divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this carries into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. Boss. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a 1st down. Heisman winner. This is Mark Ingram. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 23-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. Over the middle, complete. That's Ingram. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Complete.
The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 30 on second down, Mahomes. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Malik Harrison charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
10 at the 49-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Fielded at about the 28. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored point.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as the Ravens push further out in front.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, It certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
To kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first two possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down, Ravens.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 30 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
At about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson escaping the... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
We never know just what it's our time, but legends are gone, and we don't know why. So before they go, look here, go toast. Give them a rose while they still alive.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
He was brought
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
He's brought down at the 30.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Madubuike drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
28, Chiefs nothing. Tommy Townsend.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Mark Ingram.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Mark Ingram.
A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
36, Chiefs nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
The sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mahomes going to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Intended for Travis.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Mahomes now on first down. Gets this one to Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
At the 38-yard line.
Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 7.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll go down as a loss of 8. And that's going to make it 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 28 yards. And the Chiefs gain a bit of respectability. The scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. Jackson now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Frank Clark in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo was a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it, and he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
He was brought down by Malik Harrison.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. A quick slant to Hill. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Mahomes. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this one is incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Jackson. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. And he's got room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
The Raven first down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. They'll roll him out right. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson rolling to his left. Back to Brown, this time complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 2-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they got 2 for 2.
At their own 35-yard line.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home home. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Second half starts with a run by Edwards-Helaire. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Edwards-Helaire, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get that to Edwards-Helaire out of the backfield. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, they'll run with Ingram. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Focusing on me, away from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets.
Here's Jackson to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's Goodwin.
Give him 6 yards in the 1st down.
1st down, Ravens.
Ingram. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Jackson on the move to his left. His throw incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, but now it'll be 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Working from the gun, Mahomes looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
47-yard line. A gain of 4.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Marcus Williams.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Marlon Humphrey.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Mike, 53.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down.
Raven first down.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. 15 yards there for number 15.
First down, Baltimore.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Now he'll pull it down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a pickup of 7. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. To throw is Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to Mark Andrews.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens add on. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game.
Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Jalen Ferguson, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
6-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. carry for Edwards-Helaire. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 35 yards. And it may only be for pride now, but the Chiefs get a bit closer.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015...
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 77 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching them.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Ravens 56. Chiefs 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. They was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Mahomes. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
At the 42.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. He got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
Second and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. Yeah, the Chiefs are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit and another first down. Mahomes going to throw. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson dancing to his left. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up second down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze the throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
First down, Baltimore.
Jackson on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
A gain of 14. First down, Ravens.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And His kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
Today's final